Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? So, I want to talk about a few things right now. I remember I received a comment like a week ago asking me a question about this video I did. A YouTuber named Nika Age. Shout out to him. He asked me a question regarding a video. I was talking about this girl at my job that was giving me a hard time, and he asked me, was I upset about what happened? Like, am I still mad about it? Well, not necessarily. I'm not mad at her because it's not really about her. I don't know her name. After that incident happened, because she told on me, I told on her, we haven't had any problems since. And I believe the way I handled it, the way I conducted it played a part in how we don't have any problems anymore. Because had I let her do what she did, she would have continued to, try to aggravate me, try to annoy me. So that's why I said what I said. And I feel like I handled it the right way. But I don't have any problems with nobody there. Like I said, I just do my job because the jobs I work are like almost like working in a prison, except you're allowed to leave. But you gotta really be, because I'm glad. What I love about maturity and growth, I like how learning from mistakes and not doing those same mistakes again. I just like the idea of freedom because there's a lot of people who have regrets that are in prison, and they can't really do anything about their regrets, man. Like me, I have a lot of regrets. I feel good when I don't do those same mistakes anymore. Like when I have my money's, stacking up more, I got a savings going on. I feel great that I don't have to. I can learn from my mistakes, but not. I don't have to. I can show off the fact that I'm not going to make those same mistakes anymore. But back to the video. Back to the topic. So the girl, we haven't had any problems since. I keep my distance from her, and it was really just not that I was mad at her. I'm more like what's my door? I'm more upset of the fact that I'm tired of just the. It's not all black women, but it's a large majority in a lot of these bullshit jobs. Cause I don't gotta keep saying I'm trying to get out of these jobs. I am. We all, that's pretty evident on this channel. But in a lot of these bullshit jobs, you always have that black woman that's trying to get on everybody's nerves, that likes to start arguments, that likes to make your life hell. And with me, I'm not in her area, so I keep my distance. I try to stay far away from her as possible. I saw her today, which reminded me of doing this video, but I try to keep my distance because it's never anything good dealing with, not all, but a lot of black women in these jobs, because it always ends with somebody going to jail, somebody getting fired, or somebody going to the hospital. And I don't recommend, depending on what state you're in, fighting them because, Florida is no parole, and that'll look really bad on your record. Because this is just where I'm at right now. I don't speak to nobody. The only person I do talk to is the older guy that's like about to leave soon, and I'm gonna work on trying to get like a night shift there so I can take classes in the morning when I resume my classes. But I don't talk to nobody there, which makes me want to incorporate this element in this video. So what do you guys think is worse in these jobs? The black female who, not all the time, but in a lot of cases, will get you in trouble more, will start arguments with you, will fight you. If you put your hands on them, they'll get their boyfriend, their brother, or their cousin on you. Notice how I didn't say their father. Um, the black woman who will give you an attitude, but everybody else that's non-black, they don't give them that same attitude. Sometimes, not always. They do give white guys attitudes too, but not like they do us. But what do you guys think is more harder to deal with? The black female or the racist at work. I'm not gonna say racist white man because anybody can, from what I'm starting to see, and people, some people on the channel can agree with me on this. A lot of people who don't really care for blacks, like Hispanics or whites or Asians, I feel like they can have their views because, like I said, I don't blame them for the way they think on race. They have a right to think the way. Sometimes they're not wrong, but you can't really buddy up with them, because I once did. I would buddy up with people who were racist, like who were openly racist against black people, and it's very dangerous to buddy up with somebody who has views like that. But they're not, what I can tell you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, they'll leave you alone. They will not fuck with you. They don't give you a hard time at these jobs. Like, this one white dude at my job, like I don't fuck with him at all. And like I said, it's the result of these jobs I've worked. Because I just personally don't think when you're competing for money in a job that doesn't have a lot of skills to it, that's real low level, I don't feel like race really mixed together. That's just me. Because from what I've experienced, I don't feel like it mixes. Because when you're competing against somebody, it's every man for themselves. Let me just rephrase. Let me just throw this in too. It's every man for themselves, regardless of black and white. But I don't feel like races come together when you're not making a lot of money. Now, when you have a nice job teaching at some university or a nice company where you're not doing physical work, yeah, maybe you guys can come together. But other than that, I don't feel like it really mixes in bad low-level jobs. But I will tell you this, dealing with the racists, man, they will leave you alone in a lot of cases. Now, yeah, they may talk behind your back. They may try to get you fired. You don't know. They're trying to get you fired, but they will leave you alone. If you come off like you don't really want to be bothered with them, they'll leave you alone. Like, unlike the black female in these jobs, they will continue to get on your nerves, to aggravate you. And the only way you lose, like how I lost, is when you respond back in emotion or you put your hands on them physically. Your best bet is to keep a distance from them. And it's not all, but it's a large majority in these jobs, man. And I found my life to be a lot better when I distance myself from certain black people in these jobs. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I know who I am. I know how I grew up, and I don't think it's really smart. Another thing too, if you come off like I don't really know how to describe this, but if you feel uncomfortable around somebody, but you want to just be around some black folks at the job, stop doing that. Don't just hang around black people just to be hanging around some black people. I mean, O.J. Simpson did that, and look where it got him in prison. Fine, if you want to hang out around some people, find some people who you have things in common with. But I just I know you probably confused as hell about this with this video, but all I'm saying is this: the racists in these jobs, they'll leave you alone. They may not be on the same page with you, but they will leave you alone. They won't get on your nerves. They won't bother you. If they know you don't want to be bothered, they'll leave you alone. But unlike the black female in these jobs, it just goes on and on and on until, like I said, somebody goes to jail, somebody dies, somebody gets fired. And this is just what I've learned from past jobs. You gotta just be careful with certain demographics in these bullshit jobs. And they're not meant to be they're not meant to be done forever. This is why people in their 30s and 40s, they have jobs that require education. You don't see people washing dishes at Golden Corral in their 40s for the most part, unless they got some kind of record going on. Other than that, my advice for you in the workplace, if you're a black man, keep to yourself. Don't buddy with everybody. Like me, meet your objective. I'm not there yet, but I'm progressing. I'm just about there. I'll be there soon.